In this video, we're going to take a look at the Khan Academy Challenge Floating Clouds. So it tells me that the first step is to float the photo to the left of the text so the text wraps around it. So this is my photo here, and I can see that it has an ID right here of cloud pick, and so I need to come right here where the ID is and do cloud pick, and I want to use the property float colon space, and then it automatically adds my semicolon, and I'm going to do float left. So then it floated that picture to the left of the text. So that's all I need for the first step. All right, now it says make the div float to the right of the text, and it says it's this yellow div right here. So this is supposed to be a sidebar over here on the right, and the picture's on the left of the text and the sidebar is on the right of this text. So to do that, I need to find the sidebar right here, cloud sidebar ID, and I'm going to type float and right. Now I did that, but it still is taking up the entire width of the page there, so that's going to be a problem. I'm going to need to add something to that, and the reason is because this is a div, and the div tries to span the entire width automatically. That's the default, whereas the picture just stays the same size. So I need to add a width here. So let's do width and say 27%. All right, perfect. That looks good. So now, since I've defined a width, it knows it only can take up that much space over here on the right, and it will float over there on the right and hang out. That's great. Next step. All right, we have floated the elements. We need to separate them with some white space, so we need to add some appropriate margins to the photo and the sidebar. So here again is my photo, so let's add some margin, and I'm going to do margin dash right, since I really only think I need it on the right hand side, and let's just do 7px. So that looks pretty good. You know, I mean, I could adjust it or add a little bit more, but I have a little bit of space there in between my text, so that's fine. And then let's come here, and again we're gonna add some margin around the outside of this yellow box here. So margin, and let's add 10px. Okay, so that's looking better. We got some space there. Now, one thing, it doesn't tell me to do this, but I notice I don't really like how these letters are right up against the edge of the yellow there. I want a little bit of space there, so I could do that with some padding. So let's do padding colon, and let's say 6px. Okay, so now it didn't add a lot, but just a little bit of extra space there between the letters and that. So yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Finish challenge.